Brakti Hawa Brakatha Yahusha Brakti Hawa Brakatha Yahusha Bahashan Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Lesson will be entitled Shaking My Head. My source, Weekly World News. I came across this information on TikTok, and the Spirit led me to do further research. Article entitled Was Christopher Columbus Black, published October 10th, 2011. New research done by the University of Cambridge answers the question, was Christopher Columbus black? A 500-year mystery has been solved, said Wellington Malley, the head of the Cambridge research team. Even though Columbus was born in Genoa and spoke and wrote in Spanish most of his life, we do believe his descendants were from Africa. This is false. Christopher Columbus was Jewish. His real name, Cristobal Colon. Okay. Also, Apostle Gabar has done several videos proving this fact via the Holy Spirit. My source, Osh.com, Christopher Columbus, Secret Jew. The real identity of Christopher Columbus sheds new light on the poignancy of this historical period, especially for the Jews. To gain a better understanding of Columbus' legacy, it's important to note the historical background of his life. Columbus lived during the time of the Inquisition, during which Anselm, Jews who practiced their faith in secret were under constant threat of arrest and torturous death. And these Jews is referring to Jewish, okay, whose lineage does not go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Their lineage goes directly to Esau based on the lineage of their fathers. Okay, tens of thousands of secret Jews were tortured during the Spanish Inquisition, many dying a martyr's death. Columbus' identity has been shrouded in mystery and debated for some time. The Italians claim that Columbus was born in Lugano, Italy, to Domenico Colombo, a tower sentinel. The Spaniards claim that he was born on Spanish soil to a father with a different name, a Jewish name, and trade. Recently, as reported by Charles Garcia of CNN, Spanish scholars Jose Sanchez and Perez have concluded that Columbus was in fact a secret Jew whose voyage to the Indies had another altogether different objective than he claimed. Right, because Columbus knew about the New World and he knew the lost tribes were here. Okay, and he also read the manuscript of Esdras. The content of Columbus' personal letters and diary entries prove most revealing. One telling difference between Columbus' personal writings and those of his contemporaries was the language it was written in, namely one unrecognizable to most native Spaniards. Linguistics professor Estelle Izzeri, after analyzing the language of hundreds of similar letters, concluded that it was written in Castilian Spanish, a Jewish version of the Spanish language, analogous to what the Yiddish language is to German. This man was Jewish, okay? He was an Edomite. Three of the wishes in Columbus' will and testament also lend a number of telling clues to his identity. One request in his will was that 1/10 of his income be given as charity to provide dowry for poor girls, a commonly practiced Jewish custom that stretches far back. He also requested to have money given to a certain Jew. This man was Jewish, who lived near the Jewish quarter of Lisbon. Another particularly telltale note in his will seemed to be somewhat of a hidden signature, a triangular form of dots and letters that resembled inscriptions found on gravestones of Jewish cemeteries in Spain. So this article proves what? That he was Jewish. Okay, let's go to a precept. Job 13:4. But you are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value, knowing goddamn well that Cristobal Colon was an Edomite, okay? And he was Jewish, okay? Point blank, period. John 10:10. The thief come not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. All right, and we can equate so-called Christopher Columbus to being a thief, a murderer, okay, a rapist, okay. He was a very vile and wicked person. All right, he was an Edomite, and all he did was assist in destroying our people, referring to the Northern Kingdom. Okay, last precept. Malachi 1:4. Whereas Edom saith, okay, Edom, and Edom's progenitor is Esau. We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, hence the Renaissance. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. These people are the wicked. And guess what? Christopher Columbus was an Edomite. And the people against whom the Lord Yahweh has indignation, meaning righteous anger forever. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.